Hi everyone! I thought it would be helpful to rattle off a few design ideas for winter. You know, ideas and the continuous generation of good ideas is of course fundamental to building up a successful Redbubble store, and so that's why every now and then I just sit down with my laptop and make a list of some things which I think will resonate with visitors to my store. Winter is upon us, and so it makes sense right now to capitalise on the seasonal dollar. Because, after all, we do associate some interesting imagery with the winter months. For example, low or even sub-zero temperatures, biting bitter cold, snow, ice, icicles, bare trees, grey skies, people dressed in thick clothing with red cheeks and visible breath in the air. Contrast this with the warmth of being indoors, hot cocoa, tea, coffee, woolly socks, open fires, big jumpers, being wrapped up in your favourite duvet, wearing pyjamas all day, etc. It's really good to just brainstorm these associations, think about how they can be developed on the canvas, and just start playing around with some ideas. So, here are 3 winter designs I came up with, which I hope will help to spark some design ideas of your own. So now in Picmonkey, my first design, I want to get across a really fun design to do with the cold of winter. So starting here, as you can see, in 4000 by 4000 pixels, which is a sufficient size for a t-shirt. And I want to start with a basic texture, something blue, something that reflects the cold. So one of these ones I think will be nice. And they have a nice layered kind of coloured texture running through it, which is quite good. Maybe this one is better. Yes, you can also adjust, as you can see down here, if I go down, you can adjust the levels, so the saturation, I think that should be fine, the fade. And although a coloured background is not ideal for Redbubble because, of course, many of the products can apply their own colours, sometimes it is a good idea just to give a bit of variation to your product designs. And this works quite well with the design I'm about to create. So I'm thinking now of a image I've picked up from Pixabay. And it's basically a cold face emoji. So let's go and grab that over there. Let's go grab the image. There we go. Open. Drag it into our canvas. Just make it a bit bigger. Position, etc. And there we go. Now, this goes very well with some clever or fun text. So, just thinking about what it is to be cold, and typically, I frequently leave or forget my coat when I go outside. And so I thought it'd be quite nice to have that on a t-shirt, because it sort of pokes fun at yourself, it's self-deprecating, and it's like, hey, look at me, I'm an idiot, I forgot my coat and I'm frozen. So selecting a attractive text such as this one. And as you can see, I have absolutely no design skills, and this doesn't really require any design skills because it's very simple. Just resize, and we simply type, I forgot. Oh, I'll just make that a bit smaller. It's a bit too big. So yes, 1000 over 1000, just take that a bit smaller. Move that up there. I forgot my coat. Simple as that. When you reposition, you add any additional elements you like. It's entirely up to you. Whatever's your bag, go for it. And I think this makes quite a nice winter design. I think for me, that looks better in bold. I'm going to add some drop shadow, why not? And once uploaded to Redbubble, we can apply it to some products. So looking at some t-shirts, for example. And in literally 5 minutes, we have a wintry design uploaded to our Redbubble store. So thinking of more tongue-in-cheek humour designs, I was thinking of something along the lines of being indoors, being warm, you know, in front of an open fire, you know, that sort of cozy feeling. And Picmonkey has some nice winter graphics which you can use for free in your designs once you're a subscriber. And I found quite a nice one of a snuggly hibernating bear, which gave me a great idea for a wintry design. So let's just make this a bit bigger. And this time I'm going to remove the background so that it is easier to apply to coloured products. There you go, transparent background. And just like before, I'm going to add some text. Now Picmonkey has a nice selection of preset texts which you can choose and amend as necessary. So I'm going to go with one of these ones towards the bottom. I think that one, yeah. And, you know, whenever you're that cozy, you kind of don't care about anything else. So that gave me the idea, if I just remove this text, of just something along the lines of, I'm too warm to care. So let's add some drop shadow to the word warm. Maybe a warm colour is appropriate. Now let's think about uploading to Redbubble, and let's have a look at what we have. So open it here. That looks good. Now let's apply it to some products. And there we go. And I think this design as well works very well on t-shirts. So let's have a look at this one, for example. That's looking a bit small, so I'll just scale that up and reposition as appropriate. And I think that looks great. I don't know about you, you know, you can change the color, you know, whatever your preference, you can change the color of the lettering so that it has a better effect given the background colors of certain products. So you can disable and enable the products that you like the most, and ultimately just have fun with it. Now, for my third and final design idea, I'm going to stick with the cozy indoor warm feeling and connotations, and again using Picmonkey's graphics. I'm thinking along the lines of a hot beverage, such as a hot mug of cocoa. And fortunately they have some nice images here, so I think this one looks good. And just as before, it's just an image and text combination, because I am not a good drawer. But fortunately I don't have to be, because there are nice resources like Picmonkey out there that make the job super easy. So that looks centralized. As before, I'm going to remove the white background and make it transparent. There we go. And, you know, as it's just a simple mug of hot cocoa, perhaps it needs some additional elements. It's up to you. I think it does. So I'm going to choose, I think, some snowflakes. It goes with the general theme, you know, it's cold outside, nice cup of cocoa. Place one either side, copy and paste. You know, it just adds to the festive feeling of the design, which should hopefully go nicely with our text. So placing it up here, there's a nice selection of texts to choose from. I don't really have a preference, so that one looks okay. Poets in one. And the message, you know, you can get creative. This perhaps isn't the best creative message, but, you know, hot cocoa time. You know, you're warm indoors, you're wearing your t-shirt, hot cocoa time. It's positive, it's congruent with the image, it's a nice festive message, basically. Just make some final adjustments, and then we can see how it looks on our Redbubble products. And there we are. You know, it doesn't have to be complicated. Of course, this is a very simple design, but, you know, it doesn't need to be any more than that. It's a nice, positive, festive message on a t-shirt. It gets to the point, it does its job, does what it says on the tin. And that's it, really. I really do hope that you find these designs helpful, and all the best to you in generating your own passive income with Redbubble. Thanks for watching. If you found this video to be helpful, please leave a like and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And until the next time, stay sharp, stay hungry, and stay cash bright.